afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this week's Mail and Guardian Hangout. We're going to be taking a look at one of the hot stories of the week. I'm Farinaz Parker. I'm going to be your host today. This week, we're talking about the debate on whether or not to declare teaching an essential service. Making teaching an essential service sounds like a really good plan, and a lot of the public are quite keen on this idea. You know, we've heard on radio, we've seen comments from our readers saying this sounds great. But what are the practical implications? Would this actually be a good thing? Would it have a big impact on teaching?
I think the unions opposing this, the teacher unions, are actually winning the public debate, on this, because they are saying that this will not actually, have a major impact on the conditions in class. It's just the ANC is only talking about declaring teaching as essential services. But then they are not saying how they are going to improve our conditions in class. They are not saying how they are going to ensure that newly graduated teachers are able to find jobs. We keep on saying the country needs more teachers, but yet teachers in the Eastern Cape find it hard to find real jobs. They stay as temporary teachers. There's just so much insecurity. So not a lot is being addressed on that part. So strikes are only a small portion of the problems that we have in education. The problems go much deeper than strikes. The problems in education are not only caused by teachers only. The Department of Basic Education is responsible for many of the problems that our education is going through.
So Mr. Maluleke from SADTU, he said that the ANC's plan is unlawful, it's unconstitutional. Victoria, what do the legal experts say? Can we actually call teaching an essential service? Or is that debate already resolved in terms of the law?
Actually, apparently it is debatable. On the one side, we've got legal experts and opposition to the proposal referring to the Labour Relations Act and the definition which says, as you said, if this essential service was taken away, it would endanger lives. So if a teacher is not in a class, does that endanger anyone's life? It doesn't. So according to most, this plan wouldn't work. But then I spoke to a labour law expert yesterday who said, actually, if the ANC really did want to do this, it wouldn't be as hard as everyone is making it out to seem. He says the definition isn't that rigid, and if everyone agreed that education is in crisis, then you could actually extend the notion of teaching as an essential service without breaching the law or the Constitution.
One of the claims that Mr. Maluleke also made was that every time teachers want to get something done, they strike, or they threaten to strike, as Bongani says. What are some of the important issues that teachers have gone on strike for? I mean, are they really striking for better, resourcing in classes and things like that? What do teachers strike for, and why is it important that they have that option? Is it important that they have that option?
Well, Farinaz, we know that the major strikes that the teachers have embarked on, like the one in 2010, which was part of the massive public sector strike, was about wages. Last year in the Eastern Cape, the teachers went on strike, or they did a stay away over poor teaching conditions, like long hours, teachers having to teach subjects that they aren't trained in because there weren't enough teachers at the school, shoddy classrooms, overcrowding, which is fair enough. Those are valid concerns. But mostly the strikes and threats of strikes have been about wages and what the teachers need. I can't say that the strikes have been successful. Poor teaching conditions still persist, and teachers are still paid not what they deserve.
What are some other key interventions? What are the top things that come to mind when you think about interventions that could have a fast and a great impact on the quality of teaching and the quality of education in South Africa?
Farinaz, I think Bongani is right in saying that changing legislation might not even have much of a difference, because we know that workers in essential services go on strike anyway. I think it is important that we do change the attitude towards education so that it's seen as an essential service, if not legislated as such. So government needs to start with the basics: safe classrooms, toilets, electricity, libraries, textbooks, give teachers and principals training, as Bongani said. Empower district officials who are the direct link between the basic education department and the schools. Give them photocopy machines, telephones, internet, fax machines, so that they can communicate, they can check up on schools and report bad behavior if they need to. Pay teachers better, elevate their status so that they're seen again as they used to be, role models and respected community members.
Any final thoughts from either of you on this topic?
Just to reiterate that the department has to act like an employer, discipline their staff when they need it, reward them when they need it. That's my final thought.